Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind reaction. And today I'm looking at more of DWK's Totally Legit Recap series. And yeah, we're going back to Season 8. Last time we looked at Rainbow Rocks, which was that big 3-part one. But now we're going back to the normal episode ones, and we'll be looking at 3 of them. And it's for episodes 8, 13, and 14 of Season 8, which is The Parent Map, The Mean Six, and A Matter of Principles. So, pretty good set. Very Starlight heavy set, which is a good thing for DWK. I mean, he seems to really enjoy her character and has a good take on her, and Starlight tends to make for good episodes of Totally Legit Recap. Yeah, because the Parent Map, very Starlight heavy. It's all about her and Sunburst going back to their hometown and dealing with their parents and their issues. And Sunburst's mom, who was a standout for a lot of us, and I'm sure DWK won't go without mentioning that, so that should be fun. Yeah, then we have the Mean Six, which was, it was mostly about the Main Six and their evil doppelgangers, but it also had Starlight. She was there reacting to everything, and Chrysalis, she was out for her revenge, and it was, yeah, good episode, so I'll be interested to see what he does with that one. And finally, A Matter of Principles, which that's going to be interesting. I mean, we got Starlight, a character he really loves, but on the other end, we got Discord, which is a character he's explained at length why he has issues with. And I'll be curious to see what he thinks of the combination here. Especially since, I mean, it's a very, very Discord-y Discord in that episode. He's really going at it, and I don't think he's going to approve. I don't think DWK is going to be all about Discord in that episode. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think it'll be entertaining. DWK always generally is. And I'm looking forward to this, so let's just go ahead and start it. And here we go.
Okay, I need to address something. Now, I don't have a problem with the new intro. I think it's fine. There's more Glim. We've got
more Glim is always good.
You represent, and that's all fucking stupendous.
Oh, wow. Those repressed flats there.
That it took me 8 episodes to notice.
Why is there more Sassy anyway? She's not really in the show anymore.
I stopped to think
than she was before.
What is up with this picture? I know we have a friendship school thing, and this is supposed to be a class photo, but we know this definitely isn't the entire student body of the school. Now, you're probably thinking, like, dude, this is just a shot for the intro that's meant to convey the idea of a friendship school. And I'm like, well, that part makes sense. But this is also the actual photo they took at the end of the season premiere, so I keep trying to imagine Twilight's in-universe rationale for this particular assortment of students, and every time I do, all I can figure is that her logic for this photo was the same as the show staff's logic for the photo. She was like, okay, girls, let's put ourselves front and center here. Elements of harmony, that'll be great for marketing. Let's get these minorities in the middle here right behind us. Excellent for publicity. And we just need a few more students to fill in the gaps back there. And bam, that looks like a fucking friendship school, doesn't it? This photo is a promo shot. In reality and in the show's universe. That shit's fucking deep, right? It's almost like,
it's kind of mean to Starlight there.
And make semi-profound sounding assertions by playing up and then tenuously connecting insignificant details.
We're getting real, aren't we? Yeah, why would you?
Call them smells, but I call them essence.
Did we find a new a new background waifu here? I don't know either. It's
So Sunburst's like, why am I yelling? Well, dude, it's because you're fucking ecstatic. You and Glimmy get to go on your first friendship mission together, and where should it take you but back where the madness all started? Oh, so there's this part where Spike offers to give Sunburst some advice because he's, quote, been on his fair share of missions, and Twi's like, you've only been on one, dude, to which Spike replies,
and that's my fair share.
The only way I can interpret this is that Spike is bluntly acknowledging his own insignificance. He's just like,
I've only
been on one mission, but hey, I mean, that's my fair share, right? Wouldn't want to give me too much time in the spotlight. Anyway, Glamour's like, man, it's not that I don't want to go home. I just fucking hate my dad. He treats me like I'm still a kid or something. Well, I mean, you are still his kid. Yeah, but how am I supposed to show everyone what a mature adult I am if my dad just, like, won't leave me alone? God. Yeah, I get what you're saying. My mom's so annoying. She's always trying to make me, like, do stuff or whatever. What a bitch. Oh my god, right? So they get back home to meet Glim Dad, and the moment I saw him, I had two thoughts. First of all, he dresses snappy as fuck, and more importantly, now we know where Starlight gets her noticeably off-center hairline and concealing comb-over technique. Anyway, he's stoked to see his snuggy-wuggy, sugar-lumpy, pumpky-wumpky Glimmykins, but Glamour's like, oh my god, Dad, why do you have to be so embarrassing? I'm a big girl now. Oh my.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Right here.
Hey, she's great.
You never told me you had a sister.
Our village needs the same thing you do, Sunburst. A clear plan for the future.
Oh god, wait, no, she's just like my mom. Never mind. You guys can have your fucking MILF threads or whatever, but I'm out of this one. Sorry. Peace. So, Glim Dad and Burst Mom, aka Stellar Flare, or Stella as I call her, are having a little bourgeois beef here because she wants to get rich by turning the town into a mall and he wants to keep the peasants out. And Stella's like, don't you know how much cash we could funnel into our pockets by setting up a retail strip in a gated community like this? The exclusivity will practically do the marketing for us and we'll have businesses competing for real estate and customers competing to get in. Yeah, and who's gonna work at all those shops? Filthy mud ponies and zebras. Next thing you know, we'll be building a low-income housing outside the town walls, which will be covered in graffiti, by the way. God damn it, Dad, my friend Maud is a filthy mud pony. Wow. Offensive.
Sorry, chipmunk cheeks.
And Sunburst's like, okay, this is obviously the friendship problem. We fix the shit as fast as we can and then we mash. So, Sunburst convinces his mom that making more money by exploiting the proletariat won't fill the gaping void left in her soul and her cooch since his father died, and Glimmy convinces his dad that mud ponies are people too.
We don't know what happened to the father.
Off a little, and these guys are like, okay, sounds good. See you guys at Heartswarming. Don't you want to stay for a minute and catch up? We would love to, but oh no, look at my leg. I have a compound fracture. Better get to the hospital. See ya. Unfortunately, they have to stay because the taillights won't turn on, but on the plus side, we get
That's a great way to put it.
This.
Oh. Yes.
Right. Now, I've seen some people saying this shit looks emo, but no. See, we've got too many skulls and horns going on for emo.
Yeah.
Some chains up here, and this eyeball, and these crystals. It's a grimy, alchemical horror aesthetic combined with guitars and leather straps, and I know exactly what that combination entails. You were slamming that black metal, weren't you, Glimmy? Oh, sure. If anyone brings it up now, you're like, yeah, I used to like that stuff back when I was a kid. But no, that was your shit back in the day. There in your room after school in your leather boots and bands, face all painted up, screeching your lungs out and banging your head over those blast beats. You can't fucking lie to me, dude. You can fool everyone else, but I've been there and I can read this shit like a fucking book. Anyway, while Glimdad's trying to convince Starlight to wear the traditional garb of their people, Stellar Stella here takes her son to meet these chicks, and this one's like, oh, hello, Sunburst. We all think you're really cute and would love to dick you. Date. We can't decide who gets to go first. Won't you help us? Mom, do you think I'm retarded? Well, you're 32 and you still haven't gotten your dick wet, so I figured it's a possibility. Sorry for trying to help. The only fucking I want right now is for you to fuck off. Then Sunburst realizes that this whole fucking mess with their parents is the friendship problem, and Glimglam's like,
why couldn't we have been sent to stop a war or something?
So, Starlight would rather there be some kind of massive international conflict full of bloodshed and death than deal with their own interpersonal problems.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like Starlight.
I always hear people complaining about the ponies being out of character for whatever reason, and I always think it's bullshit, but I gotta say, this has to be one of the most in-character things I've ever heard. So, they try to talk about
it really is.
End up throwing a fit, turn up the guilt, and hooray, everyone's mad. And Glimmy's like, okay, so the problem is that we think our parents are annoying and they treat us like idiots. Yeah, pretty much. That's not a fucking friendship problem. That's just every parent-child relationship. Yeah, but the map says it is. Fuck the map. Not only did it make us do a 2-for-1, the second problem isn't even a problem. It's just part of life. Well, life does feel like one giant problem sometimes. Yeah, and there's an easy solution. I'm not trying to go that far yet. I'm calling shenanigans. This is bullshit, and there's only one way to fight bullshit. So they both go get their respective parents, and they're like, listen, if we don't come to some kind of resolution here, this mission's never gonna end. You don't want that, and we don't want that. So let's just do what we do at dinner parties and act like reasonable people.
Yeah.
Sorry, we yelled at you guys. We just got carried away, and you are totally not smothering pains in the ass. Yes, and we're sorry for
I'm
being
convinced.
so overbearing, and you are totally not difficult, ungrateful children. Fucking got it. That's my friendship map. Anyway, we're out. See you guys at Hearthswarming. Don't expect gifts.
Wonderful.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh.
Mama, let me whisper in your ear.
I
need is a piece of
that's
pony.
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, Chrissy being adorable.
Well, guess who's back again. Now, those of you who've been around here for a while know how much I love Chrysalis, and
Yes, I know. We have been planning this for quite some time.
what's going on here?
Which means you will.
I forgot how cute she was here.
Hey, Chrissy Doodle Dandy, who are you talking to there?
Why copies, Rarity? Because Princess Twilight and her friends control the elements of harmony.
Oh, you're hanging up pictures of ponies and talking to them like they're actually there. Well,
Yeah.
all I can say is welcome to the club. There's group weeping sessions every Friday. Anyways, you might be able to surmise Buggy Boo's been going through a rough patch ever since she got glammed. She's been living out in the woods for God knows how many months and has reached that critical intersection of isolation, misanthropy, and psychological instability at which one of three things is bound
All green
to happen
hair.
to a person. The first and most obvious is suicide, which for most of us is the best solution because, as you know, when we die, we go to Equestria. I promise. The problem
yeah.
is Chrissy's already
Yeah.
there, and it doesn't seem to be working out, so that's a no-go. The second option is taking responsibility for your fuck-ups, accepting the fact that in all likelihood, the majority of your misfortune is the result of your own poor character and laziness, and then trying to become a better person, but fuck that. So the third option is this.
Thank you, Applejack. Thank you, Applejack. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a pretty cute sound.
She's made main 6 tulpas. Not only that, Chrissy's concocted some sort of unholy magic-fueled alchemy that can turn her imaginary friends into bootleg waifus. And she's like, all right, you dumb horse, listen up. We're gonna find the elements of harmony and use their power to put you bitches into mass production. Seeing as Equestria's main export is waifus, flooding the market with cheap knockoffs will destabilize its entire economy, causing civil unrest, which I will exploit by disguising myself as a pretty pony politician and to the disenfranchised masses. I'll whip them into a fervor, lead a rebellion, topple the equestrian government, and seize power. Then I can take away Starlight Glimmer's friends and ruin her life just like she did.
Okay, that's an image.
Listen, that's not how evil plots work. There's gotta be like machinations and subterfuge and shit, and then a big reveal where you're like, haha, remember me? And they're like, no! And then you rule the world and get all the hugs. Servants.
Yes,
I meant
hugs.
servants, power and servants. I say we break her spine and make her watch while we kill her friends. What is wrong with you guys? Bitch, you tell me. Anyway, while Chrissy's doing whatever I just said, Twiggles, Glimmy, and the crew are traveling into the woods to find an excuse to be in the woods. And Twiggy's like, I need a schedule for the thing we're doing. But Dashy's all, schedules? I don't like those. I don't like loud noises. I do. Holy fuck. I like stuff, but I didn't bring it. I don't like stuff, but I did. Come on, Starlight. Now it's your turn. Can't we just assume everyone's watched the show? Why do you always have to be such a contrarian pain in the cunt, Starlight? Made you do it for me. Whoa, well played. I'm next level, bro. I like how in this episode, Glimmer finally feels like a legitimate part of the crew. All the ambivalence towards her is gone, and she's not constantly spouting horse remorse. She's just another part of this jambalaya of neurosis that is the main cast.
That's pretty adorable. Oh.
All right,
So, meanwhile, Chrissy's realizing that all of her Tulpa golems are shitty people, and she's like, hey, stop being a bunch of pathetic assholes. Takes one to make one. God damn it, why don't you respect me? Because we're just parts of you and you hate yourself? I don't hate myself, I hate Starlight Glimmer. Let me see, we got Fluttershy, Applejack, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and me. Technically, you're the Starlight Glimmer of the group.
Wow.
I hate you. Exactly.
Fantastic. Fantastic. First,
Now,
Pinkie
Fluttershy,
last
last
summer
summer
behind us.
Twilight, stop whining. Holy shit, everybody's getting lost and mixed up, and you're like, my retreat is off to a great start. Shut the fuck up. You're gonna at least make it entertaining like Rarity does. Nobody wants to hear you passive-aggressively pissing and moaning under your breath. Jesus Christ, these little horses, man. You know, it's been so many years, and I've spent so many hours with these characters that they just feel like family members at this point, and every time I watch an episode I end up arguing with at least one of them. Then again, I can't really say shit. Imagine what it's like to be Twilight Sparkle. I mean, like, ooh, I'm a pretty pony. That's my fetish, you fucking I mean, think about what it would mean to live her life. Just a minute ago, you were this snippy, antisocial nerd girl working your way through Celestia's pony college, humping books from morning till dawn, and now, only a few years later, you are your entire nation's only competent ruler, as well as the leader of its primary defense force, which is comprised of this group of chicks who, despite being like family to you, are undeniably a bunch of crazy cunts. At least once a year. For going on a decade now, the world has nearly ended, often putting said friends in mortal danger and leaving it solely to you to rescue them and everyone else. Basically, there was one time it didn't all fall on your shoulders and you spent that day in a bucket full of changeling jizz. Now it's the current year, and not only do you have 2 personal proteges to keep track of, you're running an entire school that might start a war if you fuck it up. You have to be a ruler, a soldier, a teacher, and a role model all at the same time.
Face. That's amazing.
These interpersonal relationships that have given your life meaning. So yeah, never mind. I'm full of shit. Twiggy, if you want to complain, you're entitled to it more than literally anyone else in the world. Anyway, we got off topic there. So
oh wow, that was
finally
weird.
gets her shit together and finds the elements, and as usual, realizes just a moment too late that she fucked up. See, as we all know, these fucking things exist to protect Equestria, and nothing is more paramount to its security and prosperity than producing the choicest, highest quality cutie pies. So of course the elements are imbued with waifu quality control magic. As soon as the bootlegs get within range, they get turned into magic goo, and then wood comes out. Usually you get the wood first and then the magic goo comes out. Whatever, suspension of disbelief. Also, who fucking cares that they changed it from the leaked version? Stop getting mad about everything. Yeah, you guys. I'm talking to you. Stop getting mad about every fucking thing. Just enjoy the show for once.
It's what they do.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You can't stop
the main
them.
7 get to their campsite and it's all fucked up, but they're just like, nah, that sucks, but whatevs. And that's what this all amounted to. Chrissy, congratulations. You managed to moderately inconvenience your mortal enemy. You know, Bugaboo's always been my favorite villain in the show, but it was mostly because she had an awesome design and a very sexy voice. My dick has a lot to say in my now, taken together with all her past appearances, this episode makes something very plain. Chrysalis is a fucking loser. And I love it. She's bitter, lonely, has no self-awareness, fucks up everything she tries to do, and then blames it on everyone else. Chrissy, I love you, but you are like the villainy equivalent of an incel. God fucking help you, dude. God fucking help you. No, listen, that's not how evil plots work. There's gotta be, like, machinations and subterfuge and shit, and then a big reveal where you're like, ha, remember me? And then they go like, oh, no! And then you...
Alternate take there.
With a spell ranger hunt.
Oh, yeah. I know, of course, that Twilight is saying Spellvenger Hunt, as in a combination of spell and scavenger hunt. However, the first time I watched this, that is not what I heard. That V is not very well enunciated, and it sounded like an M to me, so I could have sworn she was saying spell minge or hunt. I can't hear it. That is just what it sounds like in my head now, and anytime anyone mentions it, all I can think about is the students running around the friendship school looking for big, hairy, magical vagina. I know it's in your head, too. If I must suffer, you will all suffer with me.
Thank you.
Is kind of the theme of this channel.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Anyway, here we go.
Oh. Shit.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I didn't have a beer to crack open. All I have is empty beer cans, so I thought I'd crush one instead, but I think I just caught myself.
Oh. Why?
Okay. I got more beer. So, we're learning some friendship, and Twice like, all right, guys, listen up. We're gonna have a spell minger hunt.
Is that a pony thing?
Anyway, I'm gonna split you into pairs, and you're gonna go find some minges. Change logo. It's Chrysalis. I'm gonna forget that again in a week, but what's your question? When are you gonna stop milking this one shitty joke? When are you gonna grow a fucking personality? Oh,
wow.
Correct. Shut up, Ember Jr. I still can't even tell if you're a chick or a dude. Oh yeah, also, I haven't done the episode where Spike gets his wings yet, so if you're one of those types out there who don't really watch the show anymore and just get your updates from fan content, then yeah, that happened. It's episode 11. You should definitely go watch it and then fucking hang yourself. Anyway, you two, Gallus and Gabby 2.0, you're the first team. What's the problem? I think they'll make a good pair. No, I see how it is. You know, just we both look like bird things, right? Just throw all the beak fags together and shuffle them out of the building. White pony racist? Okay, everybody back the fuck up. I am not a...
Oh, and here we go.
So, Twilight gets a booty call, and the gals are like, great fucking job, Twi. You just had to say something stupid. Now the entire teaching staff has to go to sensitivity training. I'm not a racist. I swear, nobody even let me explain. Twilight, just play along and take it up the ass before this gets on the internet and we all lose our fucking jobs. Anyway, Purple has to leave someone in charge while she goes away for a little re-education, and oh my stars, look who it is. And Gloomy's like, dude, I'm flat out telling you this is a terrible idea and I will fuck it up. But Twiggy's like,
Perfect choice. You're a good leader and an expert in friendship.
nothing you just said is true. Now, Starlight, what do I always tell you about being confident in yourself? That it doesn't matter if I am or not, because you could still charge me for all the crimes I committed, so I'm your bitch forever, just like Spike. Exactly.
Wow.
Now fucking do it, you ungrateful. Don't worry, Starlight, free will is overrated. So, at this point, I'm thinking like, sweet. Time for a nice help and a good old glim-glam shenanigans with some Spike on the side. I like these two together. Spike doesn't have the sort of little brother manservant relationship to Glimmer that he does with Twi and the rest of the gals, because they're both butt slaves. They treat each other like equals, and if anything, Spike gets to be the advisor for once.
Yeah.
Surely this will be a contender for my favorite episode
And
of the season.
Possibly go wrong.
yeah. There he is.
Fun allowed. Discord's role in this show is meta as fuck for me. He doesn't just show up and ruin the pony's day, he shows up and ruins my day. I don't have very many good days, alright? I look forward to this shit. This is what keeps me going throughout the week. Hold on, maybe this could be okay. Right? Granted, Discord is still far from my number one choice if I happen to be in Ponyland looking for someone to hang out with, but after that whole Fluttershy tea party
that was a good one
last season and getting to see the world through his eyes for a minute, I've been feeling a little warmer towards the guy lately. I will give this a chance, and maybe he won't fuck it up. No! He's fucking it up! I'm just thinking, if Glimmer went walking around wearing that wig, no extra effort, just exactly like this with the hair hanging out and everything, how long do you think it would actually take before someone even looked close enough and realized she wasn't Twilight? Anyway, Discord pulls his usual act and fucks everything up, so Glim Glam has to call in the cavalry, and oh Trixie, you're back. You're finally back. You see, guys, you can't evade the law forever. All those years of illegal back alley firework dealings and smoking shards finally caught up to poor Trixie, and over the past 10 months, she's been paying her debt to society at the Canterlot Correctional Friendship Dungeon. But now, finally, Glimmy's been able to use her government connections to get Trixie into a work release program, and another display of the blatant nepotism in practice at this institution has gotten her a cushy job teaching here at the School of Friendship. Also, hey Spitfire, why you looking at me like that? Sorry, sweetie. I could never date you. I mean, you seem like a really cool chick, but you got that like annoying, raspy, gargly voice, and you're always yelling. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't stand people like that. And so we finally get our first Trixie scene of the season, but surprise, Charlie Chucklefuck shows up and ruins it. And Trixie's like, "Hey, get that banana out of here. It's going straight up your ass. No magic, no lube. Hey, as long as we can take turns, I'll even set it."
No fruit in my class.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, Glimmy finally
forgot about the bugbear in this
Discord
episode.
shit as I am, and she's like, "Give me a reason, dude." You're gay.
There we go.
Well, I think we're back in the running and so Glimmer does some first-rate guidance counseling and guides her foot straight up Discord's asshole. And these guys are like, "Wait, that was just like a temporary ban, right?" "No, he's dead." And Spike's all, "Man, that was maybe disproportionate retribution, a little bit, possibly." Okay, maybe I got caught up in the moment a little bit, but like, do you think anyone's really gonna be broken up about it? Well, you did just kind of ruin my D&D nights, but yeah, probably no one except Fluttershy. I mean, she's always hella depressed anyway, right?
Wow.
So, no harm, no foul. Well, if
Wow.
Twilight hasn't chopped your horn off by now and left you to rot in a dungeon, I don't see how this would be the tipping point. Now, come on, we got a spell twat hunt to run. Yeah, I wish. Anyway, completely and utterly 100% justified in murdering Discord, Glimmy, for some inconceivable reason, feels like a dick about it, and so Discord's restless spirit latches onto her emotional vulnerability and returns from beyond the grave to torment the faculty and students of the Friendship School. And she's all fine.
Yona never escapes the torture.
Again if it's such a big deal. Jesus Christ. Thanks. Most people prefer to exist. Even I know that. Listen, man, I'm sorry, okay? I finally understand why you're acting like this. And, you know, the obvious answer is fuck you. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Wow.
it does. That's the whole lesson of the fucking thing. No, the real lesson is that I'm a fucking idiot for ever getting mad in the first place. I've known you long enough to understand what your life is like, and you're a lonely, insecure, pitiable person. All this bullshit you constantly pull is like the screeching of a neglected child so starved for attention that he doesn't even care if that attention is a beating. At least it's proof he exists.
Oh, God.
Something
I mean, that sounds
pathetic
pretty
makes
right.
you equally pathetic. And at this point, anyone who still has a massive hate boner for you is just as petty and childish as you are. Like the guy who made this video? Exactly. That guy.
Yeah, well. That was great. Gotta love that self-deprecating humor at the end there. But yeah, good stuff in general. This was this was fun. All three of these were pretty great. First one, nice commentary on just on all of it. That one was, I think, the most normal of them. Just in terms of how it went down, it's just basically a recap with just the typical great take on everything, on Starlight, on Sunburst and the parents and that whole thing. Just he really has a way of explaining these episodes in a way that really works and is just so I don't know. It's just entertaining. It feels insightful, and just I don't know. It's great. Great series, and that one was good. But I think the next two were even better. I mean, the Mean Six, his take on Trixie here was pretty just excellent, and it felt spot on. And it really does make me hope that going forward, Chrysalis does. I want to see her kind of change. I want to see her get reformed. If any of the villain crew do, I hope it's her, and I hope that she does kind of start to see that she is kind of her own worst enemy here, and that she is kind of just it would be. I mean, she could change things if she really wanted to, but she just is committed to stay as she is, and yeah, it's kind of a shame. I forgot about how she acted in this episode. It's like just really over the top, kind of crazy, and just obsessed and adorable. But I mean, I don't know. And yeah, the Mean Six were just mean, and yeah, just everything there is Twilight thing was pretty spot on. Nice assessment of Twilight and just how much her life, how much stress there is on her, how just everything is kind of crazy to consider when you think about really where she's come from and all she has, that she has to, just everything she has going on between the school and protecting Equestria and acting as a princess and just everything that I mean, if she wants to whine a little bit, it's kind of excused. And then finally we had Matter of Principles, which was again a really good one. I mean, I love how it ended and just everything. I mean, that was a good assessment there, that because I mean, I guess kind of like Chrysalis, Discord is, when you think about it, kind of a pathetic character who does just sort of do this kind of thing. He does consistently lash out just because he wants any kind of attention, and yeah, definitely a pitiable character, and he really only shines in the moments with Fluttershy where he just is so much more genuine. Though, I mean, I do still find some of his antics rather entertaining, even if on a deeper level I can kind of see where DWK is coming from. His whole act, there's amusement to be had there in some of it. But yeah, lots of great stuff in there, lots of just weird I mean, all the Trixie thing with the censored bar, and just I don't know. Just all the Trixie stuff in this was kind of interesting. Makes me excited for the Trixie Starlight episode. I think he did one for that. Gotta see his take on that one. But this was good. This was fun, and I always enjoy coming back around to this series. It is just one of my favorite fan works that I do. So there we go. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.